and it's not someone pretending to be your loved one or pretending to be calling on their behalf, then you need to not react or act. While your first instinct, again, is to help your loved one, resist any pressure to act quickly, contact the family member directly or through others to determine whether the call is even legitimate. So never send money by wire transfer or prepaid debit cards again. So this was something that was discussed at this seminar. Someone received a call saying that their grandson was in trouble. Had he was in Guatemala and he needed to get home, but he had lost his wallet or whatever, and they needed the grandparent to immediately wire some money to help their grandson. Well, the person did hang up, and he was terrified. He was going to act. Then he called a friend and said, "You know what? I just got this really strange call, and I'm not sure if it's legitimate or not." Said someone was saying my grandson was in trouble. He's in Guatemala, and he lost his wallet, and he needs money, and they want me to wire him some money, and I'm not sure if I should do this. And so his friend said, "Well, let's think about this. When is the last time you talked to your grandson?" He said, "Oh, I talked to him a couple of days ago." And so what was it a conversation about? "Oh, we were planning him a graduation party tomorrow." And it's like, okay, think about it. If your grandson, you talked to him a couple of days ago, you're planning a graduation party for him tomorrow, why would he be in Guatemala? He says, "Oh, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You're right." So he called the grandson. The grandson was at home sitting in front of the TV watching whatever. So this is a play on your emotions. So, if this grandparent had not calmed down, he could have really gotten himself in trouble wiring some fictitious person money. So always calm down. Don't react or overact or get involved. Just calm your nerves and think about the situation before you make a move. Phishing scams. What's a phishing scam? Phishing. Well, phishing refers to those who impersonate reputable businesses to trick you into paying money or giving out personal information. Do not reply to email, text, or pop up messages that ask for your personal or financial information. This can be on your computer. This happens on your computer most of the time. These phishing scams. When making internet purchases, use a third party payment system like PayPal or check to make sure that the site is secure. The payment should start with HTTPS. The S stands for secure. Okay, you may have learned something there. The payment page should start with HTTPS. The S stands for secure. Okay, home repair scams. This happens a lot, and especially during the holidays. People want their homes to be in great shape, and they want to get ready for the holidays. So you have people calling, soliciting, claiming to be doing work in your neighborhood, and they say they can give you a reduced rate to seal your driveway because it has leftover sealant. So that's another scam. Tree service scams. A solicitor may claim that your trees are infested with pests or disease and even show you a sample of the infestation. They offer to treat affected areas in order to keep the infestation from spreading. Others may offer to trim your trees before the branches damage your home or get caught in power lines. And the claims are untrue. The cost is high and the work is inferior. So the thing is, especially during the holiday season, and during the wintertime, we have a lot of storms. We have, especially in Howard County, we have a lot of trees. We have trees in our neighborhood. We have trees, overgrown trees in our yard. But these people are trying to take advantage of people and creating situations that don't even exist. Maybe they do exist, but they're not a reputable company. They're just somebody trying to get you to pay them up in advance, and then they never do the work, or they start the work and then they never finish. I'm sure there's some of you listeners who have experienced some of this. So anytime you want to share your experiences, I'm right here. What else? Uh, Fake check scams. Oh yes, this happens so much during the holidays. You have sold an item on eBay, and the buyer sends you a check for more than the agreed upon price. The buyer asks you to go ahead and cash the check, and in the meantime, send back the difference. Well, weeks later, you learn that if you receive a check from someone you don't know and are asked to send money back to them, it's a scam. It's a scam. It can take up to a month to find out whether a deposited check has been accepted and paid by the sender's bank. The sender is counting on you to send money before you learn the check is no good. If you are still unsure, deposit the check, but do not spend the proceeds or send any money back until your bank can confirm that the check has cleared. That is, it has been paid by the sender's bank. Now, what about these sweepstakes scams? How many of you have had that? I mean, this is going on. You get a phone call from someone claiming that you have won the grand prize in a sweepstakes or lottery, but in order to get the prize, you must first pay taxes on your winnings. Some scams will send you a check as the first installment of your winnings to make the sweepstakes look more legitimate. You'll find out weeks later that the check was a fake. Remember, you have not won a contest or sweepstakes. You have not entered. I repeat, you have not won a contest or sweepstakes that you have not entered. If you entered a legitimate sweepstakes, you will not be required to pay taxes or fees to get your winnings. Okay, so there are so many other scams. Now, those are some of the holiday scams that are most prevalent during the holidays. Also, right now, and if you follow my column on Our Community Now, which is an online newspaper, um, there are this gift card scams. Those are the hottest, the latest ones during the holiday. The gift card scam. So what are the gift card scams? The gift card scam is where, when you go into like Giant or Safeway, one of the major stores, Target, they have a rack of all different types of gift cards you can buy from different restaurants and different stores so you can shop. You may see gift cards for Cracker Barrel. You may see gift cards for uh, Sears or J.C. Penney's, which are going out. You may see gift cards for any restaurant that you can imagine and any store that you can imagine. Macy's gift cards. You may see gift cards, you name it. Any store in the local area, you may see racks and racks of various gift cards where those gift cards have numbers on them. So what the scammers do, they will take these gift cards off the gift card rack and write down the numbers and the phone numbers, and then they will call to find out what the balance is on the card. If there's still a balance and they have the number, then they'll go online and start shopping with the gift card number. So what you need to do, listen up, never, ever, ever buy gift cards. I know it's so tantalizing and tempting because they're right there. Never buy these gift cards from your grocery store or from an area where they have these gift card racks. Purchase gift cards from a like a department store or a establishment where they lock up the gift cards. They have them locked up. Then no one can go in those cases and just randomly pick out a card, write down the card numbers, and then go online and start buying purchases off your gift card. If it's, it could be just a Visa gift card. This is how that will work. If it's a MasterCard or Visa gift card rather than a store card, then of course they can just write down the number and then they can go online and start shopping with your gift card number. So just make sure that when you do purchase a gift card, once again, that you purchase them from a probably a department store or facility. Once again, that locks them up. You can't just go in. Anyone can just grab a gift card and take it up to the counter. All right. So next, what do we have? We have romance scams. What's a romance scam? You log to an online dating site looking for a new friend or friends or compatible mate. You hear back from someone who seems like a perfect match and begin the online relationship. They profess their love quickly, and before long they tell you they need money to come visit, respond to an emergency, or cover a hospital bill. They ask you to send money by wire or prepaid debit card. Wow. Romance scammers may also involve you in online bank fraud. Once you form a relationship, they come up with reasons to ask you to set up a new bank account. The scammers transfer stolen money into the new account and then tell you to wire the money out of the country. You think you're just helping out your soulmate, never realizing you're aiding and abetting a crime. Oh my gosh, please don't do this. Please do not do this. So I'm just going to go over some of the other, and then we're going to tell you quickly how to avoid. Okay, avoid imposter scams. So we have the travel or vacation club scams, the tech support scams, the foreign dignity Nigerian scams, the medical alert or robocall scams. You have your medical equipment scams, your credit repair scams, your investment scams, your reverse mortgage scams, your pre-need burial or funeral contact scams. So these are some of the common scams. And so here we go. How to avoid imposter scams. Remember these facts. Government agencies, courts, and law enforcement don't contact individuals about fines and delinquencies by phone or mail. And unless you initiate the call, they don't take payment or personal information over the phone. Next, agencies, businesses, and charities do not request payment by wire transfer or prepaid debit cards. Next, verify the legitimacy of agencies, businesses, and charities with the number you find listed in the phone book or in an online directory. Do not use a phone number from the correspondence. Insist on written documentation from anyone who claims you owe a debt. While you can be sued for failing to pay a debt you actually owe, you will not be arrested for a delinquent payment. Next, before donating, request info in writing about the charity. Contact the Maryland Secretary of State to verify the charity is registered. Now, here is also what you need to do. If you have been scammed, now what? Well, when making a report about yourself or your loved one being scammed, asking key questions can be pivotal to understanding and preventing future financial abuse. Number one question to ask: how was the contact made? Phone, email, door to door. Number two, was there a financial transaction? Number three, how was money transferred? Wired, personal escort to bank, mailed a check? And number four, was this a one-time occurrence or a repeating situation? Once the information is obtained, contacting professionals at the discussed institutions, bank, credit union, etc., is the next step. Here are some of the agencies that you should contact if you have been scammed. Number one, the Federal Trade Commission, www.ftccomplaintassistance.gov. Government Financial Protection Bureau and Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. The Internet Crime Complaint, www.ic3.gov. The National Center on Elder Abuse, http://www.ncea.aoa.gov. Okay, I certainly hope you have uh, received valuable information from this program. I'm your host, Gail Dixon. For more information, visit the website, my website, www.partnersinhealth.biz.